On a starry night, January 22, 1960, in Sydney, Australia, Michael Kelland John Hutchence was born. The son of Patricia, a film makeup artist, and Kelland, an executive, Michael grew up in an artistic environment that would inspire him to follow his own creative journey. From a young age, he showed signs of exceptional talent and charisma, as well as a natural ability to connect with people. Shortly after birth, the Hutchence family moved to Hong Kong, where Michael attended King George IV School. During this time, he excelled not only in academics, but also as a swimmer and diver, winning several trophies. However, it was in music that he found his true calling. By the age of 8, he was already showcasing his love for the arts by dubbing Santa Claus's voice in a local store, something that would be only the beginning of his artistic journey. Back in Australia in 1972, Michael's life took an even more significant turn. It was here that he met the Ferris brothers, Andrew, Tim, and John, with whom he formed the band INXS in 1977. The lineup was completed by Gary Beers and Kirk Pengilly. INXS quickly stood out in the Australian music scene and soon gained international attention. Their debut album, INXS, 1979, featured the single Just Keep Walking, which gained popularity on local charts, but it was the band's second album, Shabu Shuba, 1982, that put them on the global map. Now, if you're connecting with Michael's story, don't forget to give this video a like. Subscribe to the channel for more content like this, and share your thoughts in the comments. What impacted you the most about Michael Hutchence's story? We want to know your perspective. In the following years, INXS became a global sensation. With the release of Kick, 1987, Michael Hutchence and his band reached the peak of their fame. Hits like Never Tear Us Apart, New Sensation, and Need You Tonight became anthems of the decade. Michael's magnetic stage presence and distinctive style made him a rock legend, often compared to icons like Jim Morrison and Mick Jagger. He not only captivated audiences with his voice and presence, but also with his rebellious and charming personality. But fame also brought challenges. Behind the scenes, Michael struggled with a whirlwind of emotional and personal issues. In 1992, an incident in Copenhagen, where he was assaulted by a taxi driver, resulted in the temporary loss of his sense of smell and taste, deeply affecting his mental and emotional health. The brain injuries and psychological impact of the event triggered a series of struggles in his life. Nevertheless, Michael didn't let that bring him down. He continued to record and perform, but his personal life became marked by turmoil. In 1994, he began a controversial relationship with presenter Paula Yates, who was in the process of divorcing musician Bob Geldof. This romance generated media scrutiny, especially when Paula became pregnant with Michael, resulting in the birth of their daughter, Tiger Lily, in 1996. The media was relentless, and he found himself at the center of a custody battle for Paula's daughters with her ex-husband. The following years were a mix of highs and lows, with Michael alternating between tours and moments of introspection. He remained a rock icon, but his mental and emotional health was deteriorating. On November 22, 1997, Michael Hutchence was found dead in his hotel room at the Ritz-Carlton in Sydney at the age of 37. His death was ruled a suicide by hanging, although there were also discussions about the possibility of erotic asphyxiation, as substances like alcohol, cocaine, and antidepressants were found in his system. However, Michael Hutchence's death was no simple event, and it was shrouded in mystery. Soon after his death, various speculations arose about the circumstances surrounding his passing. Some believe he committed suicide due to his emotional and psychological struggles. Others, however, suggested that his death could have been related to erotic asphyxiation, a dangerous sexual practice, as the position of his body and the substances in his system pointed to that possibility. Nonetheless, the official ruling was suicide. The Sydney police confirmed that Hutchence had hanged himself with the belt from his pants, and a suicide note found later seemed to suggest that he was indeed battling deep internal struggles. According to close friends and family, He had been dealing with serious emotional issues related to the loss of his sense of smell and taste after the Copenhagen incident, as well as the pressures of his tumultuous personal life. As the years passed, speculations about the impact his death had on Paula Yates's life continued to arise. Many believed that his premature death had a devastating effect on Paula, who also struggled with emotional issues and, in 2000, tragically died from an overdose, further adding to the controversy surrounding the couple's tragic end. The mystery surrounding Michael Hutchence's death was never fully resolved, which, unfortunately, made his passing a subject of controversy. However, he continues to be remembered as one of the greatest rock stars of all time, and his life and legacy will forever live on in the hearts of his fans. Today, Michael Hutchence is remembered as one of the greatest icons of the 80s and 90s music scene. His brilliant career, unmistakable voice, and electrifying stage presence continue to inspire fans around the world. However, his story is also a reminder of the shadows that can accompany fame. The internal struggle he faced, often hidden from the public eye, is something many may understand, but few can truly face. If you were moved by Michael Hutchence's story, don't forget to leave your like and subscribe to the channel. Tell us in the comments what most touched you about his life and legacy. We're excited to hear your thoughts on this rock icon. See you in the next video.